are going to give you a small explanation about words and instruction, which part of morphology studies. Okay, without wasting any more time, let's get started. Okay, let's start our discussion.
Word and its structure. In this chapter, we will learn about meaning and structure which is placed in the word. In this chapter, we could learn if the word have different meaning depending on its structure. But let's take a look at the three rules that we have written in this PowerPoint. Word is a single unit of language which has meaning and can be spoken or written. And second, the meaning depends on the complex words. Means the complex in here was the structure of the word itself that forming the word. And then the third is the structure of some words is straightforward. Okay, now let's take a look in our first example, which is word helpful. Helpful is word with parts of speech is adjective. But in the first place, help was noun. But when we add suffix full, it become adjective. So it proves if the structure of the word have have make the word have a different meaning. And then in here you could see help first is noun, and then help plus full, which is the suffix, become helpful the adjective. Okay, continue from the structure word and its structure. Following the second chapter is affixes as head. Affix change the base form of the word, which is as explained in the previous chapter. And now we have a second example, which is word teach with part of speech verb, and it transforms the teacher when we add er as suffix. The suffix er becomes a head because the verb in here transforms into noun because of suffix er, and we know if teacher have different meaning with teach. Teacher is the doer and the teach is what the doer doing. That is why the suffix er become head in here. Another example. We have understood about word helpful. Now let's take a look in the third example, word unhelpful. Unhelpful in here not just have suffix but also prefix un. And to detect which is the head, we have to take a look to the word itself and determine which is the head. And as you could see, the answer is full is the head and prefix an is not the head. Why? Because full in here and could transform the meaning of the word help and it become helpful. But when we only add prefix an with help, it doesn't have any meaning. So that is why, because the full is greatly affected the word noun help, and without full, unhelped cannot stand alone. Full is become the head. Now the third chapter, multiple affixation. In the previous chapter, we have already known the example of multiple affixation, which is mean the affix is not only one, only suffix or prefix, but it could be two of them, or there is a second suffix or the second prefix. Then in here, the explanation is about multiple affixation. Flat structure. It consists of merely a string of affixes plus root. Root in here is the best form of the word without affixes. For example, is the help in here is the root or the base form of the word. And then no proportion of the string being grouped together as substring or smaller constituent within the word. Okay, let's take a look in word unhelpfulness. We have now about the word helpful being adjective. And then unhelpful also being adjective sign. Unhelp without full, they do not have any meaning. But if we add full, they will become adjective and have a meaning. Now let's take a look in unhelpfulness. The root of the unhelpfulness is help, which is noun, and when we add ness in here, the it become noun. So it doesn't change from noun to noun. It doesn't have any transformation because we add second suffix in here ness. Then let's take a look in their tree diagram. Unhelpfulness. Although the ness in here was the was the suffix that giving great effect to help, since it doesn't change the part of speech of help as noun, but since full is the suffix that transform the root of the word unhelpfulness, it full still become head in here. So in creating tree diagram, you still need to predict which one is the head. Without knowing the head, you could not make the tree diagram of the word itself. So keep remember, full in here still become head because it changed the meaning of the word greatly, not just the structure but the meaning. So remember, the head is greatly affecting the meaning of the word. Now you could see the labeled bracketing diagrams. It's just like the tree diagram, but we make it into label bracketing. In here, you could see help. Help could be verb or noun. So we take verb in V as verb and noun in here as n. And then when we add full, it become adjective. Although we add an before it, it still become adjective with full. And when we add ness in here, it still become noun. Okay, then remember about this. Most words that has been added by suffix or prefix, usually the suffix become head to determine the tree diagram, either the first or the second suffix. As you have know before, the example unhelpfulness is proving this statement. But it still is not absolutely right. In some case, the head could change to the base form of the word or the root without adding affixes. So if you're thinking about if all the head was the suffix, it was wrong. It's not an absolute. But in this case, it's just usually. But there's a different case that make the suffix not as head. Finally, we reach the last chapter, which is the fourth chapter, compound within compounds. Any compound has just two immediate constituents. Example is window oven. And there's another sentence that is window oven cleaner. The meaning of window oven cleaner is not something that cleans both windows and oven. Rather, it means something or offer or ovens that have a see-through panel in the door. And then window oven cleaner also have three diagrams that explaining what the meaning of window oven cleaner. As you could see, there is two diagrams, but the left one is wrong. Window open cleaner have three branches, but it's wrong because in here window and open is one word and cleaner is an addition. So the form of the 3D diagram should be in this right. As you could see, window open, they become one word, and cleaner is just an addition. So there is the last branch will go into the cleaner alone without connecting to any other like open cleaner or window cleaner. So that's all from our video. Thanks for watching.
Okay guys, I think that's all for our explanation about words and its structure. Hopefully, you will enjoy it very well. Thank you for watching and don't forget to click like and subscribe. Thank you very much. See you next time.